life is family. Family is where life begins and love never ends. And Jack's life was well lived. As most of you, if not all of you know, that Jack is very Irish. He was a very proud man, very strong, very independent, and at times very stubborn. He didn't really pull Irish. Anyway, and what he doesn't like is he doesn't like having anyone tell him what he needs to do. We really hate it. But he had a good sense of humor as well, the Irish humor. So Jack and I were together for 55 years or more. We grew up together. He used to call me, "Hey kid, want to go down to the track and run around a couple of times?" He got me into running, yes. And both of them have been running for 50 years. And it's in the blood. Kyle runs, Wendy runs. Wendy is Jack's niece. So somehow we're runners. We have leg injuries, whatever. Anyway, we grew old together. And we discovered who we are together. We've gone through the good and the bad times together. You might as well add the ugly times as well. We've done that. We struggled together. We conquered our fears together. And at the end, we have each other and our own journeys to move on. So, a little story behind today's gathering. The gift you see in front of your table, the little basket there, that story comes from when I was in the hospital, long labor, waiting for Calvin. And in those days, husbands can't be in the labor room and work with their children. So Jack went around and walked around the hospital for I don't know how long. I had a long labor. And finally, he shows up into the room. And in one hand, he gives me a gardenia. Oh, wow, that is very nice. And the other hand, he had a box of See's candy tucked under his hand. This is for me. And so, he also said, I had to buy chapstick or something. It was cold walking around. I was born in Kaiser, Gary Street. I don't know if it's still there or not. But anyway, that's the story behind that little package. So there's the See's candy and the lip balm. Now the M&M. Okay, Jack started into his M&Ms when about the time Kyle was crawling around. He would crawl, get up to the coffee table, get himself up, and reach for the dish of M&M candy. And so Jack, at that point in time, changed from M&Ms to M&M peanuts. He said that makes it tougher for his little hands to grab.
Wow, he didn't shoot.
And Aunt Alice, I can't remember when, somewhere along that time, she gave Jack a very nice dish for his M&M peanuts. And Jack uses that. He stood up to lately when he was in the adult family home. He had that dish here with the M&M peanuts. So that's the See's candy and M&M peanuts. Now you may notice behind us watching and the videos going through, what is this pink flamingo thing? I'm going to tell you. Anyway, we moved out, left the Bay Area, went to Alaska and so on, Oregon, and ended up in Seattle. We would go up to Vancouver, BC many a time, sampling their great cuisine, the wines up there too as well. And we're walking around Robson Street up there. We walked past a boutique place, and Jack noticed there were pink flamingo window display, plastic pink flamingo with those metal sticks that you see. And he said, wait. And I thought, oh, said, I'll be back. So 2 weeks later, he drove up to Vancouver. Yes, he purchased those 12 pink plastic containers. We brought it back to the border. And of course, they said, will you bring it back to the U.S.? We said, 2-3 bottles of wine and 12 pink flamingos. He says, what? Jackson, pink flamingo in a box, in a trunk. And the guy looked at us and said, and how many bottles of wine? He said, 2 or 3. He said, go ahead. He didn't look, and Jack was really disappointed. So from that, I think around 2008, maybe somewhere very close, he started his flamingo club. He was president. And of course, to recruit our members, we have the 2 John Graya, John Miller, and their spouse, Elaine and Tina. John Graya grew up with Jack. Their homes were back there, backyard up there to Charlie Hill. And they played ball and on and on and on, basketball and so forth. He met John Miller, I think, in San Francisco when they had their first job and whatnot, and we started hiking, basketball, and so forth. So, of course, they were the members of the club. And so as years go on, little by little, I call it Jack kept adding to this flamingo group. I mean, we have a mirror, we have solar light, we have patio lantern, we have a welcoming door sign, pink flamingo on it. We have wine bottle holder, we have wine glasses, we have straws. That was for drinking wine out in the hot tub. Plastic, flamingo glasses. Oh, what else? Flamingo can opener, flamingo magnets on the refrigerator.